When I was in around grade 10, I founded the first Fair Trade Committee in York Region District School Board, and I'm pretty sure in all of Ontario. That's sort of when things took off. My team and I, together, we had a Fair Trade event. It was certified by the Fair Trade Foundation in Ottawa as a legitimate fair trade event. And through that, we had 3 speakers come in from the different areas of international business. We had workshops with students to not only show them the importance of fair trade, but also the job opportunities and the difference and evolution that comes with the topic.
And it was so impressive how they managed to organize something that was fairly large in size and effort in such a short amount of time.
And now I go into the food and nutrition classes, and I go into business classes, and I teach about fair trade in the fashion classes, and the cotton and the chocolate and the cocoa and everything that we learn and use in our everyday life. I get to teach the students about it.
She's used every opportunity to teach the students and the teachers at our school about fair trade, how it impacts people throughout the world, and how the people within our building have a say and can use their money and their knowledge to make better choices when purchasing products.
I think the impact of my actions is that more people are gaining a voice in our school and our community, and our projects are just helping people have a voice and a platform to share their thoughts and ideas in our school.
He has always been well liked by his peers, but as he's gotten older, he's taken on more and more leadership roles within the school, to the point that this year he is the president of our student council. He's been the captain of the volleyball team. He's an active participant in all of our sports teams that we have. We, this year, have started a Wonder Buddies project where our intermediate classes are pairing with our kindergarten classes. And we have a particular student who has a lot of needs, and Alex was the perfect fit to be his buddy, and this child has blossomed under this friendship, and it's been really wonderful to watch the impact that one older student can have on one of our more vulnerable students in this school.
Alexandra, when she wrote her essay for the Government of Canada History Award, didn't just do her research academically, she did her research actively. She went out and interviewed people who were directly impacted by injustices and historical injustices that the First Nation people have experienced. That's the kind of student you want to see, and that shows leadership.
One of my greatest motivations is I did a project on this last year in grade 11. I had to do a TED Talk for English, and you had to talk about someone or something that inspires you, and could be considered selfish, but I did my whole project about my future self. So that's kind of what motivates me to push forward, is where I want to be in my future and how I want my future to be.
She's socially committed and socially active in terms of making change in society. She's a member of our Eco Club. She's taken a lead role in that, in terms of making a difference not only in the school, but to the environment and the community around her.
I'd say I'm equally proud of my accomplishment of winning the Government of Canada History Award for an essay I wrote on the Indian residential school system. And I'm also proud of my accomplishment of being chosen by the Ontario Legislative Assembly to participate in a model parliament program this past February.
I think that's an amazing accomplishment for a young person to do, and reflects what she holds as moral values and what she believes is important in Canadian society.
Andrew has always shown an optimism, a positive outlook, and demonstrated a willingness to always try new opportunities. He's willing to be involved in any type of activity around the school, and he does so with a zest and enthusiasm which is contagious.
My accomplishments at school were morning announcements, and I love doing announcements because everybody loves my voice.
Andrew has autism, and throughout his life he has overcome many obstacles, and he continues to amaze everybody who knows him each day.
I am proud of being a peer mentor at the school because I'm a good volunteer and I can help other people, and I've made lots of new friends.
He has a real enthusiasm for performing.
Oh yeah, I always play guitar and then show them that I play guitar in other community music events.
He sets an example which other students, not even realizing, they begin to follow. and it creates a really warm, inclusive environment.
I think Caroline stands out from other students because right from the start, she's always been involved in school activities. So I've always kind of seen her as a leader. She is president of our character education club, which is called Dare to Care. And within that club, she organizes everything.
I was a participating member from grade 9 and grade 10, and then from grades 11 and 12 is when I actually stepped up and actually became president of Dare to Care, which is very exciting.
She is involved in sports, she's involved outside of school, so she's got a lot going on. I don't know how she manages all of her time, but she seems to manage it quite well.
Within TDSS and a lot of things outside of school, I participate in a lot of leadership-related programs. In Tommy Douglas, I participate and I'm a leader in Teen Titans, which is a mentee-mentor group where grade 9s can rely on grade 11s and 12s to show them around school and help them with the transition. In a school environment where it's so diverse, I think it's extremely important to be open-minded with new things and new cultures and aspects where people can learn and grow in society.
I nominated Charlie for his cheerfulness, his willingness to help out anybody in the school. He's always willing, he's always the first person when you walk down the aisle to say hi and how are you and ask how your day is going or how your day went. He's always a friendly face that warms up the room whenever he walks by you. I know he's part of numerous groups in the school. He's part of the Silver Birch, and he does the Me to We as well.
And for Me to We work to fundraise. We built schools in Kenya, and this year we built water wells in Ethiopia. I think that everyone should have the equal chances to have water or education or food or opportunities. In PALS, it's a group of grades 6, 7, and 8s who, we go out at recess to play and be positive and help little kids outside who might not have a friend or might need someone to play with. What motivated me to do these things was that if I see someone and if they're not having a good day, and so I can try and brighten their day by being positive and being nice and asking them how their day was.
Charlotte was an active, interested art student, but also an active, passionate political student within the school. And she got involved in our arts programs, got involved in our arts council, and then this year has taken the leadership mantle as the president of our arts council.
I was recently in the Aurora Cultural Center for the Mayor's Celebration of Youth Arts, which is a show curated by grade 12s, including grade 12 artwork. There was also performances, and I was thankful enough to have 3 pieces in that show, which was I loved that. I've spent the past 4 years being part of the peer mentor group, and especially part of the Me to We group, which I've been able to watch grow and flourish and do a lot of really amazing achievements. We've been able to take a lot of action in the community. I think just being able to be part of the community and being able to immerse ourselves with the people around us, not just in the school, but in the local other organizations. I think that's definitely been something that we've been able to love to be part of.
We nominated Cory for Student Success, and it was a variety of people because of her work ethic, her ability to change people's perspectives, to really motivate and become a leader in our environment.
Being a part of the community class has not only made me a better person, but I've made some new friends along the way. I consider myself a leader because I think the students in the community class look up to me. I usually help them walk, or sometimes talk, play with them. So I would like to be a teacher when I grow up, because helping the community class has helped me become a teacher.
She is able to, walk into the room, and if one of them's crying because they're having a hard time, they smile. they know the time of day and they look for her out the window. She is able to see my class, know when to help out, know when to step back because the kids might need a teacher or something and that. She knows just by looking at them what they need.
So some of my accomplishments have been becoming a mentor, being elected as social convener on student council, and just really getting to help out around the school whenever I can. I think I'm the most proud of being elected on the student council because then I knew that my peers were voting me in and I really wanted to just impress everyone and make sure I did a good job.
I think Tiana inspires the other students to do well. It's not that she's hanging out with one group of students. All the students seem to enjoy being in her company, and she is able to inspire her group to even go study on a Friday night at the grocery store down the street. I think that's impressive.
I think the impact has been just successful events around the school, so like semi-formal, I planned that back in November. It was a very big and successful event with all the students. It was a dance. Rock King, I was a head mentor, and we were able to pull off a really good Rock King this year that got all the grade 9s bonding, and all the mentors were very happy leaving that.
She impacts her fellow students in so many ways, whether it's through her relationships she's built with the grade 9s. And because she's been a mentor for 3 years, she has relationships with the students who were in grade 9 3 years ago, 2 years ago, this year. And that has a huge impact on our overall student body. She's just a consistent, reliable leader that the students see on such a regular basis that they know she's one of those go-to people that you can rely on.
From grade 9, I tried to indulge myself in a lot of activities like peer mentoring or music council or student council. I've been involved in musical acts like band or enter a cappella, which is my a cappella choir group.
And she joined this choir in grade 12, which is really unusual. Not as a singer, but as a flute player, she decided to try singing. And she's really stepped up as a leader, not just in our department, but in that choir specifically. Coming in as a new member, she's been so fantastic working with the students and fitting in right away. It's been great.
I think I'm the most proud of my peer mentor accomplishment. I've been on that since grade 9 to 12, and that's a program where older grades help the grade 9s transition from elementary to high school. I guess I'm helping the grade 9s achieve a better status of life at school. I think that's my main accomplishment.
Whether it's inside the classroom or outside in the halls, Deborah is always so positive in terms of how she interacts with everybody, adult, teenager, student, teacher, administrator. She's always so energetic, so positive. And she actually infects you with that positivity.
I would say a few of my accomplishments are becoming president of the Best Buddies Club, which is the organization that we work with the students in the community classes with any sort of mental or intellectual disability, and just kind of give them an environment to meet new students, organize activities and stuff, which has been really cool.
In addition, she also is part of the senior girls volleyball team. She's run cross country, and she has helped coach the junior boys volleyball team. Emma's work with the junior volleyball team has obviously been very beneficial to the boys on that team. Her work with the Best Buddies Club in giving them opportunities that they would not have otherwise has been very beneficial for them. For example, they go on field trips and they attend things such as a Best Buddies prom. If it wasn't for Emma's work, these students may not have the opportunity that other students in the school have had.
And if I can make someone smile, if I can make someone's day, if I can leave an impact that'll stay with them, even if it's just if I say one thing and that sticks with them for a week or 2 weeks, then I know I've been successful at doing what I need to do.
Our touchstone talks about bravery, courage, and inspiring learning, and the best picture of that is Faris. His bravery, his courage, and the way he inspires learning and inspires others to be great students and great friends.
Yes, I am happy, dude. I can make other people happy.
He has an ability to recognize when a classmate is feeling down, and he often takes the initiative and the action to proactively cheer his friends up, whether it's with a sense of humor or a kind word or a kind action. He has been wonderful when it comes to impacting his friends in a positive and a kind way.
I am more proud of because of being part of the group play every year.
It's a rich piece for him, but in terms of when you see him shine on that stage in the school play, it's like a totally different Faris. It's pretty amazing.
I like to be seen as a harder student, to be independent and to my school and life.
So some of my accomplishments at Middlefield are I'm the current president of the Muslim Student Association and the Writers Guild. I'm also part of the spoken word team and one of the founders of the Mental Health Awareness Club. Well, the Mental Health Awareness Club that we created in Middlefield, I did alongside a few of my peers. We basically created that because we knew there was so much stigma surrounding it, and a lot of people would talk about how there is stigma surrounding it, but no one would really take the step forward to do anything.
So I think my biggest joy in working with Michelle is definitely with the spoken word team. To see her grow the way she has. She wasn't officially part of the team, she was helping with the writing. And then we needed her to step up and perform. And then her performance has just grown and it's just gotten better and better.
She has been part of a project called Pious Project, and that is feeding the hungry. So she was behind the scenes and helping orchestrate and organize our students to reach out to the community. In terms of within our school community, I feel that the Islamic Awareness Assembly that Michelle was endemic in helping orchestrate and get started is probably the biggest one that reached out to our community on many levels.
We were only given about a month's time frame to do so, and within that month we were to find out what we wanted to do and how we wanted the assembly to go, as well as actually getting speakers to come in and putting it all together. And I was mostly behind the scenes of that, but I ensured that it would run smoothly, and that's something I'm most proud of.
Natalia is a rare student to have in a school because she completely exemplifies the board's mission and values of someone who's a visionary, someone who's compassionate, shows a lot of optimism and demonstrates empathy on a daily basis.
Well, over the years I've accomplished many things attending at Franklin, and some of my most notable accomplishments include volunteering at Whole Foods 5% Day, hosting and being part of the announcement team since 2016, raising money for the Terry Fox Foundation since last year, and of course, being part of the student leadership team here at my school. I'm most proud of my contribution to the Terry Fox Foundation earlier this year, where I had a goal to raise $500. I did this by hosting a garage sale and a lemonade stand, and setting up a donation box in my community. Not only did I raise $500, I raised over $1,000 without the help of my parents.
She is an invaluable resource, bringing lots of ideas to represent the whole school body, ensuring that all students have a voice in the school. She's a visionary in terms of bringing ideas and respecting others, while gently trying to make change to make Franklin a better place to teach and work and learn.
Some of Owen's accomplishments are that this year he is a grade 10 representative on student council. He's also a member of our TED Ed Club, and this year he was a Quest Student Voice speaker. So many people heard his message about allowing students to be themselves and celebrating their uniqueness.
And that I'm definitely most proud of, not only because it opened a lot of doors for me, but people have told me it made a meaningful impact for them. Using my position as a student, using the resources I have to make a difference for other people, to give back, whether it's hosting a school event or is sharing my voice at a conference for people to be inspired, whatever it is, just using my role as a way to give back.
Whether he's helping kids at the hospital or at the summer camp, and certainly helping kids here, he's always looking for everyone to be a part of whatever's happening.
I believe that community is where you, if you help someone, you should be able to help each other in the community. And just things like the small things I do can make a big difference in someone else's life.
So Rachel's been able to impact the community, both local and global, with the initiatives she's done, but she's also been able to impact the school because the people that she's been able to lead have learned a lot from her and have been inspired by the things that she's been involved in.
Right now I'm the co-president of Music Council, and we do a lot of things that share music around our school, and also we do a lot of community involvement.
and I'm also a peer mentor at our school. It's been 2 years that I've been doing it. Part of peer mentors, we're just a group of really awesome students that do a lot of leadership at our school. I was able to organize a Boston Pizza fundraiser night that helped the Blue Door shelters, and it was really successful, and I'm really proud of that.
One of the things that I do as the student success teacher is I help with our group of mentors, and Sasha has been a mentor with us through her grade 10 and grade 11 year. She's involved in what we call our OSOC program, which stands for Our School, Our Community, and it's a group of sort of specialized mentors that work on various issues. This year it was a mental health initiative that Sasha embraced and really ran with the students.
My accomplishment that I'm definitely most proud of is Relay for Life. I was the top fundraiser for that. That was our very first Relay for Life ever, and we had over 300 participants. Our school's goal was to raise $20,000, and as a school we raised $50,000. And I was an executive part of that committee, and it was just amazing to see what that whole committee could accomplish, and I was just so proud of it.
She has things she feels very passionately about, whether it's our Relay for Life, whether it's the athletics that she's involved in. And she doesn't just participate, she leads. She leads by example. She's the kind of person who rolls up her sleeves and dives into whatever it is that needs to be done.
Shamar's involved in a lot of things. He has been for the last 3.5 years. He's been in our team program for about that length of time. Black History Month, he's been the coordinator of that for a few years now. And lots of community projects where he's making a mark outside of the school and representing our school and board really well.
I've done a lot since I've been here. There's the Andre DeGrasse interview I did, which kind of gave me hope and inspired me to become a broadcaster. I did a cabbie interview over at TSN. Upstairs in the library, we worked on the screen wall project, and those are some of my biggest accomplishments here. Out of all the accomplishments, it has to be the Andre DeGrasse one, because that one was huge. That was in front of the whole school. It was on CTV, CB24, so it was kind of like a big thing. I had to work really hard, remember the questions, and try to stay composed.
He's an extraordinary young person who has overcome what I would consider to be great odds to become a very successful student. And not more than that, a really, really solid young person who you'd be proud to have in your community.
Shamilah is special in many, many ways and has many roles both in our school and outside of our school. Currently, I have the pleasure of coaching her on our mock trial team, where she is role-playing the role of a witness in a trial. And you can see some of her magical qualities in that role. She also does other things at our school, including participating in drama, which makes sense.
Some accomplishments that I've had at Middlefield are I've gotten the chance to be a part of many assemblies, and I've gotten to actually MC them, which is really great. It's helped me a lot with my confidence skills. Also, I've been able to be a part of many events because I just joined student council this year, so running a lot of events and getting to interact with a lot of people has been a really great accomplishment close to my heart specifically. And also we got to be a part of a town hall meeting with Justin Trudeau, which is really cool, so meeting him was also a really big accomplishment. Last year I got the Principals Award, which was really great because I didn't expect to, and also made my parents really proud, so I was really happy with that.
Shamilah Gilbert greets each day, each opportunity, each moment with joy. She's had difficulties in her life, and she's not let any one of them chip away at her integrity, and that has been an inspiration to me, and that's why she is that definition of success for me.
I consider myself a leader because I do a lot in our school. I created the knitting club. I've helped with a tower garden. I also help make milk bag mats and dog blankets out of wool. I'm most proud of the knitting club because that would have been my biggest accomplishment at our school, and I've given back to the community, and I brought so many younger grades and different ages together, and I met kids I didn't know before.
The amazing thing was that this started from Connor having an injury and going to Sick Kids Hospital for multiple visits around a broken femur, and then having a newborn baby cousin and thinking, I could knit some hats. So Connor started that and then came into school and rallied a whole bunch of students around him to learn how to knit. and that evolved into a group of students knitting hats for South Lake Hospital and for Sick Kids Hospital. I think that the knitting club was his biggest accomplishment and his best way to build relationships across the school.